Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Chris here with a video of Marvel's returning the original characters problem, or aka Marvel's legacy problem. It is lately it is because they've been replacing characters and it's not working as they intended. So what do they think the solution is? Oh, we'll bring back the original characters and problem solved. People will love us again because we brought back the characters they love. No, it's not, because how you bring them back is pointless, and it's not even a big surprise that they're coming back. For example, the Steve Rogers at the end of Secret Empire, that was spoiled a day or two before its release of issue number 10. And the fact it's not even the real Steve Rogers, it's a fake Cosmic Cube creation, and everyone just accepts, oh, this is the real Steve Rogers, this is the real Captain America. It's like, no, it's not. The real Steve Rogers is still Hydra Cap. Like, he hasn't properly returned. Like, Captain America is still, at this point, dead. And another more recent one is the Hulk. Seems like Marvel failed with the Amadeus Cho Hulk. No one really liked his Hulk. They failed trying to turn She-Hulk into the Hulk, which was one of the biggest and dumbest decisions ever. And for Avengers No Surrender, they bring back the Hulk, but instead of keeping it a secret, like hyping up that a character is coming back, they just blatantly just say like, "Oh yes, the Hulk is coming back." Like at the end of the like teaser trailer for it, it's heavily implied, "Oh yeah, the Hulk is coming back," and then almost every issue leading up to that reveal is just hyping that up, and then the cover where he comes back shows the Hulk. So there's really no surprise when they decide to bring back a character. And then the most recent one, Hunt for Wolverine. At the end, inside of the Marvel Legacy #1, it's revealed that Logan is back. The original Wolverine is back. You would think people would be like, "Oh my God, yes, Wolverine is back! Finally, we get Wolverine back." The problem is immediately after you killed him, immediately after Secret Wars, you replace him with X-23, and you bring Old Man Logan to Earth 616. So, and then you have various other Wolverine or Wolverine-like characters running around as well, like Jimmy Hudson from the Ultimate Marvel Universe, who's an X-Men Blue. You had Daken. Daken is still there. Who else? Like Honey Badger. You have there really is. They didn't think that they could have just left that huge gap that there's now a Marvel universe without a Wolverine there. They could have just left him and his title dead and alone, and then because it's a comic book, they're always got to come back eventually. So they could have led up to that, but no, they pretty much didn't. Like, you're just adding another Wolverine to the group of Wolverines that already exist. Like, you look at DC Rebirth, for example. Like, we'll use Wally West as an example. Let's see what I put it. I can't remember where I put it, but go here. Just wait. There we go. So DC Rebirth. Reading this, like, it all begins here. Do not skip to the last page. Do not let a friend or message board ruin this comic for you. The future and past of the DC universe starts here. Don't say we didn't warn you. Right? They said it. Rebirth is about focusing on the core of the character and their respective universe, says writer and DC Entertainment Chief Creative Officer Geoff Johns. It brings back what has been lost and the legacy of the characters the love and hope of the DCU. None of this, none of this indicates that it's Wally West that was coming back. There was only the hint saying they will bring back a character in DC Rebirth, and at the end of Titans Hunt, when they were trying to figure out who is the missing member that they can't remember. That's all the hints. There was no... It's like... What was it? Leading up to DC Rebirth, it's like, oh yes, Wally West is back. Go read DC Rebirth now. Like, no, it was a complete secret that was done well, absolutely worked. People loved DC Universe Rebirth #1. Because of it, it started rebuilding everything that the New 52 lost. Well, not everything, a lot of things, and a lot of people, the majority of fans would say that DC Rebirth essentially saved DC. But with Marvel, it's just like, well, we need our fans back, you know. We lost them killing off their favorite characters, replacing them. Not even replacing them with good replacements. We're just gonna force every kind of replacement ever. And it's not even working, like. And then another recent one, apparently, in this week's issue of Thor, they bring back Jane Foster anyway after she had her heroic sacrifice in the previous issue. And the thing is, they brought her back and she still has cancer. What was the point of bringing her back if she's eventually going to die again of cancer? You should have just kept her dead. She had the heroic sacrifice. That's done, okay? And all of this was to lead to Thor, Thor Odin's son, reclaiming, like, pretty much his birthright. His name is Thor, so why Jane Foster decided to steal his name, I don't know why. It's not really a title, it's his actual name. But it makes the return of actual Thor kind of pointless, because they could have worked that well of kind of like Thor trying to regain his worthiness and dealing with the loss of Jane Foster. Because, you know, she's used to be his love interest, he cares about her deeply. But no, they decide to bring her back anyway. So kind of it tarnishes the Thor's like return, Thor's actual return. But this is Marvel. They're trying so hard to win back everyone, and it's not working. There's very few titles that they have that are actually good, that people actually like, but the majority are bad, and most of the majority are the stuff they have in the MCU, which you would think how successful the MCU is, the comics would be as well. It's definitely not. Like, Avengers is nothing. Like, before, like, well, even including Avengers No Surrender, it was nothing from All New Different to now. Like, all new, different Marvel till now. It was nothing. Like sure, you could say the same about, Justice League, but Justice League's only had one movie. Avengers have had 3 so far. And Avengers was the super popular one that kind of properly kick-started the MCU. But anyway, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts of Marvel trying to win back everyone by bringing back the characters they replaced? Like, are you going to read Hunt for Wolverine? I don't know. I don't like the idea of there being so many, like, different one-shots for it. Like, just keep it to, like, a 4-issue series or something like that. Like, I like Charles Soule's work. I don't know if I'm going to bother with picking up Hunt for Wolverine. It's like $11 at my LCS, so You know, I could just go and get that second reprinting of DC Rebirth for the same price, and I'd probably enjoy that even more, even though I've read it already. But anyway, that's it for the video. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video, and I'll see you all next time.